Welcome back, everyone. It's FNHusa57 here. We are back on Neverwinter on the Xbox One, and I'm doing this video for a request from a couple of my subscribers to do a video on just running a dungeon, how to do it correctly, and kind of just have some fun with this video. Currently, we are running the T2 Epic Dungeon, the Lair, the Pirate King, and I will be using my level 60 Control Wizard for this. If you wish to find out the build that I'm using, there will be a link to my previous video for the best PvE build for the Control Wizard, and hopefully my teammates will catch up here and we can get right into this. This is starting off just a little ways into the very beginning. Basically, just killed a couple enemies there at the beginning of this dungeon, and that's about it. And since my healer is lagging and the Dungeon Delves event is active, I'm going to go ahead and use a potion set and just make this even a little bit easier. One hexer, 3 hexers. I wish people would not pick up stuff while in the middle of combat. Almost got these 2 hexers dead. There's a lot of hidden stuff in this dungeon. I'll do another video with all the chest locations and all the hidden stuff. Right now I'm just gonna not quite speed run this, but just do it as fast as possible to get through it. There's plenty of little search skill areas here as well. I may pull this one chest up here if they cleared out everything, and it does look like they did clear out everything. So that's pretty cool. There's a couple scrolls over here. Now there's a hidden chest that you can get here. You're going to need a dungeoneering kit to unlock it, and then the combination is always the same. It's twice right, once left, and then twice center, and that combo is always the same. And then that will unlock a little hidden chest right here. It uses a thievery kit. Only one person can get the chest, but you get a whole bunch of stuff from that, as you can see. So that's a good chest to get. And I mean, really, you're just going to use one thievery kit and one dungeoneering kit to get it, so that's pretty good, pretty easy. Looks like these guys already decided that they were going to start pulling this room, which is not a good idea. We don't have the best team right now, so I will say that this will take a little bit longer than normal. I've got 2 rogues with me, a second control wizard who is not spec'd correctly, at least in my opinion, and a cleric. Now, it is totally possible as a control wizard to run this dungeon without a cleric. It just takes a lot longer. There's also a secret chest to the left, but we have no reason to be going to the left. You can go to the left if you want, but for the purposes of this video, I just want to get through this. And of course, they want to keep kicking one of the rogues. I don't know who they're trying to get, because again, I'm playing with random, so that happens a lot. And I wish they would not try and fight this guy on the bridge. This is literally the worst spot to try and fight him, is right here on the bridge. You want to fight him in the open, but randoms. It's another reason why I'm doing this video this way, that everybody knows the actual proper way you're supposed to handle this dungeon. Cleric needs to get out here into the middle of the room and start dropping a shield. I can keep everything frozen for the most part. There we go. There's the shield that I'm looking for. Not entirely sure where our road went. I'm having to do a lot more teleporting than I should have to. Yeah, this is proving to be one of the not so good teams that I get. This boss should have been dead by now already. At least I can handle pretty much all the mobs. As long as that healer keeps dropping the shield, we'll be fine. I'm not going to go into detail on the rotation and everything that you'll be using on the spells. You can see the order that I use my spells. You can also go to the video that I did for the actual build on the control wizard. Just got that shard of Blightthorn. That's pretty good. I'll need on both of those as well. Maybe I can pull the ring, especially since they're not really doing much. And another minor Renaissance stone. We'll take that. And actually my professions, 2 of them have finished, so I'll go ahead and get those done. Always important to check your professions pretty much as soon as they finish, and then you can get more diamonds and resources and stuff. And you get another bonfire up here if you need to pray. There's another secret chest. You can kind of see it from here. I don't feel like dying to get it, so not going to worry about that one right now. I did win the Surgeon's Band. That's pretty cool. That gives me a ring that I can break down for some more, or salvage I should say, for some more astral diamonds, rough astral diamonds. Most of the stuff that you'll pull from this dungeon is not really worth trying to sell on the auction house. The best thing to do with it, if you don't actually need it, is simply save it for a double diamonds event and then break it down. And like I said, I'll do another video with all the little hidden shit in this dungeon and let you guys see that. But this is just a let's play and how to get this dungeon done correctly. Might do a 3rd video for this dungeon if I get a group of my friends all together that know how to play their classes correctly and show you how quick it is to do this. You can also use a nature kit if you have one here to go ahead and unlock this little hidden area, but it does draw 2 spiders and I really don't want to have to deal with those spiders right now. I'm not sure why they are trying to kick the rogues. I wish people would just deal with the teammates that they have, or at the very least give a reason why they want to kick. This other control wizard that's with me is not spec'd correctly. Like I mentioned that earlier, he's using the wrong spells, using a single target build instead of an AoE build. But if you do have 2 control wizards in the same lobby, if they're both running the build that I run, you can pretty much just destroy everything insanely quick. Wish it would tell you who is the person that keeps calling the vote to kick, so I could vote to kick him. 'Cause I'm tired of that shit popping up on my screen. Start getting this room frozen up here. There's also another hidden chest under a pile of leaves in this room. I won't show that to you right now because I don't have the thing to open it. There's a book you have to read with a dungeoneering kit earlier in the dungeon that actually unlocks that. Probably the most important thing to have when you're running this dungeon as a control wizard is either a cleric that really knows how to play their class, or an actual tank that knows how to play their class. Either one would work. Without a cleric, you just end up taking too much damage, and without a tank, you're going to be the one pulling all the aggro. As you can see, if we just have a single target left, I'll normally use Ray of Frost just to go ahead and freeze that target and be done with it, make it a little easier. Everything else normally dies in a single rotation, except for things like hexers. Now, also, people don't know how to do this chest. This is not a normal skill chest. So if you're a control wizard, you can do it. The pattern is always the same. It's left, right, center, and you don't have to wait for it to flash, but my teammate had screwed that up. So left, right, and then center. Well, at least kick thing up. That's why it's being a problem. Seriously, no vote to kick. I don't want to kick anyone right now. Come on. There we go. I had to get rid of that vote to kick stupid thing so it wasn't screwing up. And there you go. You know, you get a rank 4 enchantment usually and a few profession resources out of that. So it's a decent box. If you want, you know, to take the time to get it, you can. If you want to speed run it, you just skip all the boxes. I mean, there's also a dungeoneering kit thing right here, usually every single time. So, you know, if you have dungeoneering kits and nature kits and all that, you can get some extra resources off of the dungeon if you're going to take your time. There's also another chest that everyone can get right here behind this waterfall. And I wish that they wouldn't freaking trigger the boss cutscene. Goddamn randoms. There we go. A bunch of potions. I mean, come on, everybody loves potions. Use my daily and my lantern. So I start this boss fight off where he's taking more damage. Would be really nice if my healer would drop a shield. Thank you. Also, if the rest of my team would actually focus on the boss. We do have 2 rogues, yet I'm the only one hitting the boss. There's something majorly wrong with this picture. Come on, let me use a potion. Not good. I kind of have a bad team at the moment. I have bad rogues and a healer that's not adequate. So there's my Soul Forge enchantment going off, which at least that basically saves me. Don't have an injury and I don't have to rely on someone else to do the revive, but that should have never happened. Any cleric worth their salt, that should absolutely have never happened, but she's literally not dropping the shields. Doesn't surprise me though. Sad fact is most of the people that run this dungeon are not built correctly and they don't know how to play their class, so it can be rather annoying. Since this is one of the easier T2 dungeons or Tier 2 dungeons to do, and a lot of people run it with the Dungeon Delves event active. Of course, we'll get another bonfire here. From this point, you can change up what you're doing to actually speed run this. I'm not going to do it because I don't think that this team could actually make it through this without dying. So we're just going to go ahead and kill everything. At least we're going to try to. I think a couple of them are trying to do a speed run. I don't know why people do that. Who's back here with me? No one's back here with me. Okay, great. They all want to do a speed run. Fucking fantastic. Well, it's impossible to do this by yourself and fight all the way through it. So we're going to miss a chest, and it's going to end up costing us probably a couple potions and a injury kit in order to do this. All because people don't understand that it's nowhere near quicker to actually run past this shit and die. And normally a lot of times you end up lagging or you end up dying before you get to the spot, especially as a control wizard where we're not built for movement speed. But that's what you get when you play with dipshits. You can drop a couple of your attacks, you know, try and heal off of your life steal. I had to use yet another potion. I despise playing with randoms. Yeah, see what they do is get to this bonfire and then jump off the edge, so that you get the checkpoint and all these little enemy run away from you. Problem with that is if you die up here, you lose Soul Forge, plus you gotta wait for everybody to get there to die, and you take an injury. So that's really not worth it. I mean, you can get a cool look at the underside of the map, though, if you want to look at what's underneath the map. So annoying. So we had to waste potions. Now I'm gonna have to waste an injury kit, all because these dumbasses wanted to get here slightly, marginally faster than actually just killing the shit. Oh, that's what I get for playing with randoms. Hopefully the cleric is decent here, otherwise this is going to be difficult. This is another straight DPS boss fight, just everybody on the boss. Cleric should be dropping heals and shields the entire time. I shouldn't have to move off this boss. If you have a tank, tank should be bringing any of the adds right to the boss, so that, as you can see, they just get in the middle of all of my AoE damage. And yeah, you can actually lag your game out as a control wizard being in the middle of everything, especially if you're in Eye of the Storm and you're dealing all that damage, all that critical and everything. It gets pretty insane quick. But as you've seen, he dropped really quickly. I mean, even just no question on how fast he went down. There's a little bit of cleanup here on the rest of these mobs, but that's about it. Take a look at the scoreboard. Of course, I have the most damage. I also have the most damage taken. And wow, that is depressing. I almost have as much points healed as the cleric. It's one way you can tell you don't have a good cleric. Get rid of this last mob and then pick up the chest. And since we're doing Dungeon Delves, the event that's currently active, this chest will be free, which is fantastic. Yep, there we go. Get some rewards out of that. Get some shards, more seals of the Drake, and then exit the Lair of the Pirate King. So overall, fun dungeon. At least it can be fun. More fun if you're playing with friends. Decent loot that you can pull off of the dungeon. Just depends. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. That dungeon I actually got pretty lucky, and I pulled several items, which is rare. Normally I might get one item, But if you do it with Dungeon Delves active, you can always get, you know, the stuff from the chest, which is a guaranteed epic, plus the shards and the seals of the Drake, which allow you to buy other epics. So overall, pretty good, even for that bad team. I got 2 shards. I got a Surgeon Band ring. Of course, I got the talisman that I pulled, but I also pulled the Thick Gristle's belt. So overall, I'm pretty happy. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, recommendations for another video, something else that you would like me to do or see explained, post a comment. Otherwise, smash the like button and make sure that you subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.